Right now, you're probably lying in bed scrolling, waiting for payday like it's some kind of hostage negotiation. But somewhere out there, a random vending machine in a mall just made $3 while its owner was asleep. Not working, not hustling, just sleeping. Most people think passive income means crypto, some sketchy MLM, or a get-rich-quick funnel your cousin keeps texting you about. It's not. It's boring. It's mechanical. And once you see how simple these 9 ideas actually are, you're gonna feel a little dumb for not starting sooner. Let's start with massage chairs, because massage chairs are honestly the most slept-on cash machine in retail. You put one in a mall, an airport, a gym, someone's tired. They see a price. They tap their card, the chair does the rest. No employee, no schedule. Just rollers and a payment sensor doing your job for you. You're not really selling relaxation, you're renting somebody 5 minutes of their Tuesday back. Placement is everything here. Busy hallway, good foot traffic, and the math takes care of itself. Start with one chair near a food court or a departure gate, watch it for a month, then decide if it earns a sibling. But here's what's fascinating. Coffee might actually beat it. Automated artisan coffee machines and the new AI robotic baristas are grinding fresh beans, pulling real espresso, and charging a few bucks a cup in offices, hospitals, and college libraries. A solid, high-tech commercial unit runs you anywhere between $5,000 and $15,000 depending on how automated you go. But here is the kicker. Gross margins on specialty coffee in 2026 routinely sit in the 70 to 85% range thanks to unmanned operations. Hit 50 cups a day in the right spot, and operators are commonly clearing a couple $1,000s a month in pure profit. Nobody's steaming milk. The machine is the barista. Think about this. You don't even need a machine at all. Selling digital business templates, invoices, planners, resume kits, wedding timelines on Etsy or Gumroad is basically renting out your Canva skills forever. You build it once. It sells while you sleep, while you eat, while you're stuck in traffic. No shipping, no inventory, no refunds because the toner ran out. Just a file, downloaded on repeat by strangers who will never know your name. You make 5 templates this month, you make 5 more next month. Eventually you stop making new ones and the old ones just keep quietly selling anyway. And here's the part nobody talks about. Print-on-demand apparel works the same way, except your product is a joke, a phrase, a vibe someone wants to wear on their chest. Upload a design, a platform handles printing and shipping, and you collect the difference. Real sellers in this space are typically keeping 20 to 40% net margin per sale once fees, shipping, and platform cuts are factored in. That's not huge per shirt, but it scales. 5 designs today, 50 next year. 0 of them require you to touch a box, pack a box, or apologize for a wrong size. What if income didn't come from selling anything at all? Peer-to-peer lending platforms let you become the bank. You lend to vetted borrowers, and they pay you back with interest, monthly, automatically. Realistic net returns after fees and defaults now reliably land in the 6 to 11% range annually, not the wild headline numbers ads throw around. Still, that's your money working a night shift you never clocked into. But that's only half the story. Sneaker culture never actually died. It just got wildly expensive. The global sneaker resale market alone is tracking toward a massive $4.6 billion empire, and automated cleaning machines are cashing in on the obsession. Drop your kicks in gyms or campuses. People slide their sneakers into a slot, pay a few dollars, and UV sterilization combined with atomized dry cleaning does the scrubbing without ruining the leather. You're not the cobbler here. You're the landlord of a machine that never complains. There's one more piece to the airport puzzle. Rest capsules. Long layovers turn into private nap pods, power outlets, soft lighting, and a locked door between you and a crying toddler 3 gates over. Depending on the airport, these run anywhere from $10 to $50 an hour, fully automated from payment to entry. You're not renting room. You're renting exhaustion relief to people who have 0 other options at 3 in the morning. Solar-powered phone charging stations play the same game but smaller. Parks, beaches, plazas. People pay a few cents just to not watch their battery hit 1%. The sun does the work. You just show up occasionally to make sure it's clean and still standing. It's not glamorous. It's not supposed to be. It's a box that turns anxiety about a dead phone into quiet, steady income. Last one, air purifier filter subscriptions. Rent out clean air, literally, to people in polluted cities or anyone who panics every allergy season. You ship the unit once, and a recurring automated system handles the filter replacements every few months. The subscription fee lands in your account every single month, whether you think about the business that day or not. Notice what's actually happening here. None of these 9 ideas needed you to be a genius. None of them needed you to be online 24/7, hustling, grinding, whatever word word the internet's using this week. They needed a machine, a platform, or a file placed once in front of people who already wanted what it offered. That's it. That's the entire secret hiding behind passive income. A word that sounds fake specifically because nobody advertises how unglamorous it actually is. So go back to that scrolling, waiting for payday feeling from a minute ago. That vending machine that made $3 while its owner slept, it's still running right now while you're watching this. Somebody's coffee machine just finished a cup nobody had to make. Somebody's template just sold to a stranger in a time zone they've never visited. The question was never whether passive income is real. The question is whether you're going to keep waiting for a sign or actually go place the machine.